NSC Fan TV, after a 3-1 victory here with Emma against Atlanta United. Atlanta who?
Woo United.
Ooh, who United? They didn't seem very united. I mean, I thought their passing was pretty informed for that first half, but you and I, we had a disagreement after that first half.
Yeah, so I came down to where y'all are sitting, and I told you this is the best I've seen NSC play ever. And you were like, no?
I thought no. I really honestly thought no.
Well, I thought, so, alright, I'm going to start pulling up notes so that I don't forget things. So, I think the new format with Sapong leaving, Sapong, you've heard me say this time and again, he was the only one on our forward 4 or 5 that was really pressing the ball, right?
That's right.
With him gone, I think Smith had to sit down and organized a way to make that duty shared among all the forward players. And so you could see from minute 1, as soon as kickoff was gone, they were all over them. They started bashing them in the head and not let them think. I think for the first 15 minutes, they were like literally not breathing. And that kept on. After the second goal, if you go and look at the game, if you go right after the second goal, they kick off again, right? And you can see Pico calling Bamburi and Mukhtar up to continue to press. So it really became a shared thing, a cultural thing, and hopefully Smith can carry this up because it makes them so much more dangerous to regain the ball in that final third.
The ball in the final third has been the problem, especially with that 4-4-2 setup that we've been running. And the main person pressing was CJ, right? And losing him was, I thought, a loss. And I think I'm with you insofar as I did see press. My problem, though, to be critical, usually it's me being positive, right?
And me being negative.
But we're dialectical. we like to take the other side, and we like to see what happens after that. I saw choppy midfield play from us, and I saw 4-4-2 getting beaten by diagonal through balls from them. I saw Almada running a hole in the middle of our midfield with overlapping passes with Gutmann on the left. And overall, I just thought, we got the result we wanted. I'm happy about that. A goal came in before them, too. I'm happy about those. But I want to see more organization in our midfield and defense. And we were able to stuff everything, and Gutmann's a threat on the left, but he got covered by Shaq. But I don't know. I just want to see more organization in our midfield, and I don't know where that will come from. I think this wasn't Dak's best game, and I think that was definitely showing. I think that when I saw the sixes get changed out, I did see a bit more of organization in that midfield, which usually it was the inverse kind of situation. When Dex came off, that's when it happened. I mean, does that sound fair to you? Am I being too critical?
No, man, that's one of my notes, actually, that actually the very first note that I wrote, he hides. Today he was hiding behind Godoy, and he was letting Godoy make the passes forward, and he was not taking responsibility, and that's what you're here for. Like, that's your role. You're the leader of that midfield. If you're not doing that, there's not really a reason for you to start. You might come in later and bring on that shock, but if you're not providing leadership, you shouldn't start in this team. And so, but at the same time, this is not the official midfield, right? We were missing Davis, we were missing Leao. So I think they scored. They showed up fine. And I do like this idea of projecting the two half wings off 1-6. The idea is that the 6 has to take responsibility, in a real conductor role. But what I wanted to say positive about that is, I know you're worried about defense and you saw the holes and everything, but look, Atlanta has a very good attacking team.
Yes.
They have what was up to today, because I think today he didn't score that well, the highest rated player in the MLS this season.
He's a shark, yeah.
Yeah. And they only scored with us with a very soft pen.
It's a very soft pen.
Right? I mean, it's a pen. Like you all are gonna see the replays.
And then it'll,
But they scored with a very soft pen. That's the only way they could score on us. We have the best defense in the MLS. That's a fact. Like the next best defense is two goals away, right? So I understand the worry for defense. I'm a defensively mentality thinker in football, but at the same time, like, we don't have that problem. We have the problem of scoring first, scoring fast, and keep scoring.
And we did that.
And today we really did that.
We did that.
And so while I do see your worry going forward, maybe I want to see the problem coming up in numbers before I worry about our defense.
Yeah. I just to press on another tension between us we've had in the past, Mukhtar.
Yeah.
I think at first I was with you insofar as the first 15 or so minutes went with Mukhtar, but he just he kicked in the second. Next thing you know, he was in third, and then he just shifted all the way into sixth, and he really hauled ass.
Yeah.
And he was crucial for 2 of those goals. I mean, what'd you think about Mukhtar today?
He was pressing.
He was pressing.
He got responsibilized. He's taking on a leadership role in this team that I had not seen from him before.
Yeah.
Still, I would like him to be quicker on the ball, less touches, but that's my preference in football.
That's fair.
But he was pressing. He was giving it for his fellows. So I think that was great. But my personal MVP of the day is a chant that I tried to start up in the rafters where I live. And it was, he's here, he's there, Muil is everywhere. Yeah, man. As long as he was on the pitch, he was literally everywhere.
Muil.
That's Muil.
He's
I mean, he got the most stupid yellow card I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, that was undeserved.
Undeserved, and also but also stupid from him to know that referee hates Nashville. Every time he comes to this stadium, he has a very, very subpar game, and I think that's kind of suspicious.
Could be on purpose. I mean, so Muil, I was saying earlier, he was just in Almada's boots all game, and I think part of right, you're talking about the highest rated player, talking about who's scoring the goals, who's really going forward for them. I think Muil stuffed the crap out of him, and we saw Fafa and Muil kind of, do a little shift, do a little turn. And it seemed like, he really ended up being everywhere. I mean,
and both of them had very good offensive games as well.
Yeah.
So the fact that they were able to balance the two phases, I think, speaks volumes for me.
Right. Do you think that when Leal is healthy, is he fighting for a start against Muil?
I mean, I think the question is starting. Okay, so we're giving Davis the 6, and then we're deciding who is up there. No, I think Leal should still start, but I don't know if with Leal, and I don't know if Leal and Godoy are compatible.
Interesting.
Because both of them are very, break-minded players. So I don't know, but that's my consideration about technical aspects of the game. They're all 3 of them, Godoy, Leal, they're all great players. So I just worry about specifically how Godoy and Leal combine, but that's my.
So it's a very Gary Smith worry because you don't want too many players looking for the break. You need somebody who's ready for those quick counters, and it seemed like Atlanta tends to bring those. Right. Yeah. Yeah,
and I think the fact that Muil was the only eligible player was very convenient. In a very ironic sense for us because he was the best possible player to play them. So
I think that's right.
Yeah.
Well, we saw a good game. Do you have any parting thoughts?
Just let's bring in one more forward, just to, we don't want injuries, but if by a mistake something happens, we want to have something covering us, right?
Yeah.
So let's bring one more in.
Let's bring one more in, but I'm with it. Yeah. So we saw a good game.
Yes, sir.
And here's to another one. NSC Fan TV.
Yeah.